Testing. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your TNA Impact Report for April 27, 2017. If you don't know who I am, well, I am the Mark of the Masters, the man of the plan, Big Ray, here to stay to talk some Impact Wrestling today. I keep saying TNA. Why do I do that all the time, Carl? I know it's hard. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, once again, every single week, I like to thank Carl, the steady hand of OneWrestling.com, who is our cameraman here. And listen, guys, I've been on a hiatus the last 2 weeks, and to truth be told, I got to be honest with you guys, it has just been really, really tough. I've been doing a lot of things. There are a lot of huge things coming, guys, here at OneWrestling.com, over at WrestleZone.com, with me and my partner, Ben Hameen. I can't get into any specifics right now, but I'm going to tell you this, guys. There's going to be some really cool pro wrestling content and some other content that we're going to be putting over really, really soon. So, with that being said, guys, again, I've been away for 2 weeks. I appreciate you guys always being with me. Listen, guys, I've been doing this thing here since 2010. So, you know, it's about 7 years, and I appreciate your support, guys. But we're going to jump right into this show because it was a pretty damn good show, guys. I gotta be honest with you guys. We started the show off with Josh Matthews, guys, and you know, he comes to the ring, or he comes to the side of the ring. Now he's supposed to be gone. All right, Josh Matthews is not supposed to have anything to do with the broadcast booth, but you know, JB is sitting there with the Pope Daddy, and you know. Well, you know the whole bullying gimmick they're doing over in the WWE? Well, it's not really a gimmick. I mean, everybody wants to hate on JBL, saying that he's been a bully to Mauro Ranallo, so on and so forth. But the truth of the matter is, what they do is they have Josh Matthews come out with, I guess, some management from TNA, along with an attorney, so on and so forth. Anyway, long story short, we got JB, who is being suspended for punching Josh Matthews in the face last week. So basically, he was assaulted at the workplace, and I gotta be honest with you, I gotta be honest with you guys. You know, I've been put in the figure 4 leg lock 1,000 times here at the offices, again here at OneWrestling.com, and I don't really talk to anybody. I mean, there is the powers that be that own OneWrestling.com, and I've never gone to that man or woman. Anyway, it is what it is, guys. But that is where the storyline goes. So JB, for the first time in 15 years, will technically miss Impact Wrestling. Alright, so we move on, guys. And look, I was really super excited to see the debut of Matt Sydal, formerly Evan Bourne. Yes, guys. Now, you know, it's been a while since I've seen Evan Bourne, aka Matt Sydal, or Matt Sydal, aka Evan Bourne, in a ring. And I don't really follow ROH as much. Yes, I'm sorry, guys. I'm a mark for Impact Wrestling and WWE. I do watch New Japan Pro Wrestling. For some reason, I just never get a chance to watch ROH. But I know he's been kicking ass and taking names not only on the indie circuit, but also in ROH. Been making a huge name for himself over the last couple of years. And, you know, he is reborn. Get it? Bourne, the whole Bourne gimmick. Anyway, reborn Evan Bourne versus Trevor Lee, the Carolina Caveman, who I absolutely love. This was, again, a really, really cool match. It starts off really quickly with Sydal ambushing, or Lee ambushing Sydal, and the bell rings, and clearly, you know, Trevor Lee is totally pissed off that he lost the title last week, the X Division title, to Low Key. The former champ goes for a jumping knee. We're going to fast forward. And Matt Sydal actually blocks it, hits a beautiful standing moonsault. He goes for a pin, but James, who the hell is James? Anyway, we have Sugar Shane, who jumps up on the apron, distracting the referee. This ends up with Sydal hitting Lee into Helms, and this distracts Lee, allowing Sydal to set up for the shooting star press for the 1, 2, 3. So we have Matt Sydal going over Trevor Lee. Now, a couple of things I want to go over with you guys really quickly. First and foremost, like I said, Matt Sydal is absolutely amazing in the ring. Just crisp, clean. He is like the prototypical X Division competitor. This guy's absolutely perfect for the X Division, and for TNA's sake, I hope WWE isn't watching, because the truth be told, guys, you know, this guy would be amazing at 405 Live or 105 Live or 305 Live or 212 Live, whatever the hell live it is. I can't even remember the damn number, but it is what it is. 205 Live. There you go. I think I might have said that too. But yeah, man, I think Matt Sydal is going to be amazing in the X Division over in TNA. And this guy just has charisma. He just, you know, the whole peace gimmick. I really love it, man. And again, everything he does is just so. I mean, the jumping moonsault, it was a thing of beauty. The shooting star press and the Pope Daddy says that nobody does it better. I gotta be honest with you guys. I have to agree 1,000%. I think that is the most beautiful shooting star press I have ever seen. Absolutely wonderful. Anyway, speaking of that, guys, the Impact Rebellion with Ben Hameen. I have a special guest. I'm not going to announce who it is here. He's not a pro wrestler, but it's a good old friend, guys. You may know who it is. He is my You know what? I'm going to hold off, guys. Just check out the Impact Wrestling or the Impact Rebellion over at WrestleZone.com. I cannot wait for you guys to see who's going to be co-hosting this show with us. It's going to be really cool. Again, guys, every Friday, check out the Impact Rebellion over at WrestleZone.com with me and y'all, Ben Hameen. And yes, guys, if I look like a 12-year-old boy today, you know, I was asked to shave off the glorious goatee. And I'm gone clean shaven. Bill Apter is running the game, as Taz says on his podcast, and yeah, I mean, we're going to clean shaven Jones, as Taz says. Clean shaven gimmick over here. I feel like I'm part of the freaking New York Yankees. I mean, he wants to put up more of a professional look, but here's what it is, guys. I know I look like I'm a 12-year-old boy. Anyway. We have EC3, who, actually, before we jump into EC3, we have Karen Jarrett backstage, and she's on the phone with, when Sienna walks in, and Sienna asking, where is the GFW Women's Champion? That's going to be a few that I'm going to be interested in watching down the line. But guess what? We don't have to wait much longer, because Karen Jarrett actually scheduled Sienna to meet the GFW champion next week on Impact Wrestling. So I'm going to be looking forward to that. EC3 is in the ring, and he comes out and he sets up a chair in the ring, and he's absolutely upset. He is disgusted over the fact that, you know, the new regime, or whatever they want to call themselves, they just kind of brushed over this guy to the side. I got to be honest with you guys. You know, I'm kind of a heel. You know, I'm a fan of the bad guy. And I think everything that Ethan Carter III says in character is absolutely correct. I mean, this guy was the brand. He is the face of TNA. He is the face of Impact Wrestling, and the fact that they just kind of just give everybody and their grandmother and maybe even their uncle. And I have this freaking little gnat flying around me. Damn it! Somebody, Carl, would you call somebody to get rid of these damn things? Freaking believable. Jesus, God. Anyway, I almost knocked over this camera here. Jesus, did I reposition? Carl, would you move the camera around, please? Would you fix it? Thank you. Anyway. EC3 comes to the ring, guys, and EC3 sets up a chair in the ring. I probably just said that, but the damn bug in this stupid office. Anyway, not stupid. It's not stupid here. Anyway, so you know, we have EC3 who says that he has a message for the new regime, who wants to make Impact great again, so on and so forth. For the last 3 years, he's been in the company, and you know, he feels like he's doesn't have anyone's respect. And again, I agree with him 1,000%, guys. He tells Bruce Pritchard that he took his advice and he looked in the mirror. And, well, you know, he says that he literally sees a demigod. Interesting. Okay. We're going the whole God gimmick route. And we can all kiss his privileged, perfectly round, bleached ass. No, thank you. So EC3 starts cutting a promo on Cowboy James Storm. He gets the Cowboy's attention. The Cowboy comes to the ring. They go back and forth with a couple of barbs. We actually have the Cowboy James Storm calling Ethan Carter EC bitch. Very creative. Anyway, and the fans actually, hey, they like it. It goes over with them. That gets Carter's attention as Carter was actually walking out of the ring because, you know, Cowboy James Storm had actually wanted the fight right there and there, and well, EC3 goes, sorry about your damn luck. But anyway, they actually end up brawling, going back and forth. But Ethan Carter III gets the better of this first, well, more or less second confrontation. So the second confrontation, not winning the war yet, but Ethan Carter III hitting the 1% in the ring, grabs the mic and says, he is a Carter. This company needs him. This video was brought to you by Ethan Carter III. Anyway, so we have KM, we have Kevin Matthews, and he actually is at a restaurant, a very nice restaurant. He sits down and says, "Oh man, this was great. You got some little jabroni who comes over with the bill. I mean, why would you bill this guy? This guy's a star. He's coming into your restaurant. You should be privileged and honored to have this guy eat at your restaurant." But anyway, KM actually, he says, the kid comes over and he says, "Hey man, here's your bill, man. Here's my tip, 15% up, please." He doesn't say all that, but he overheard KM say it was delicious, it was great, and the kid says, "Well, thank you. I hope you." And KM's like, "I never said it was good. Did I say it was good? Are you calling me a liar?" Well, that big guy gets in my face. I'm not calling anybody a liar. I'm not calling him a liar. Anyway, so we have Christina Von Eerie versus Ava Storie for the GFW Women's title, and Christina Von Eerie is the GFW title. We're gonna run this down really quickly. We go to the end of the match where we have the two who are striking each other in the center. We have the champ, that being Von Eerie, who puts a challenger in the corner, gets on the second rope, excuse me, grabs the arms of Ava, and delivers an awesome backstabber for 1, 2, 3. So Von Eerie retains her title, which, excuse me, next week again, we're going to have her in the match with Sienna. Now, I'm going to talk about Ava Storie. I thought Ava Storie was fantastic in this match. I thought she was really, really good. Actually, I'm going to be honest with you guys, I liked her better than the champ. I did. I thought she was better. I thought she was crisper in the ring. She looked, she moved better in the ring. She had a better, in my opinion, had a better look. I think she was more over, yelling at the referee, so on and so forth. This is, again, all my opinion. I would like to know what you guys think. Leave your comments here below. OneWrestling.com, YouTube, /OneWrestling Video. Yes, we are back on YouTube. Christina Von Eerie is Reno Scum's sister. Like, what is the gimmick here with the oi? Does everybody from Reno do that? I didn't know that. I know people from Reno. If you guys are from Reno, let me know. Is that like a Reno thing that everybody oi? I don't know what that is. I mean, I know what that is, but I don't know. I wasn't overly impressed with Von Eerie. Maybe it was just me. I'm gonna have to talk about this with Ben Hameen tomorrow and our special co-host. Yeah, I really want to read to see what you guys think. Whether you liked Von Eerie or whether you liked Ava Storie over Von Eerie. Again, I loved Ava Storie. I thought she did a great job. She sold that finisher very, very well as well. And again, guys, very, very late here at the offices of OneWrestling.com. They show Swaggle, who comes out into the crowd. He's been going back and forth all day. He comes in just screwing around with Spud, and yeah. It was what it was. Nice video package by Low-Key, who is actually quite a good speaker. I would actually hire Low-Key to voice over Kraft macaroni and cheese. Anyway, we also play a video package recapping the whole Wolves gimmick. We have Mackenzie Mitchell backstage with I always say when I'm going to talk about Alberto Del Rio, I'm going to talk like this, El Patron. She talks to him about the TNA title, and we have El Patron, who says that, he confronts Magnus, and Magnus is all upset because Magnus says that he has the golden ticket, and Alberto Del Rio, he's like, "No, this is not a golden ticket." Anyway, sorry, I'm not going to do that the whole damn freaking review. Karen Jarrett comes out and says she's absolutely sick of this, even though it's only been going on, what, like a week or so? Sick? I don't know. Anyway, maybe. I don't know. They go going back and forth, but next week it's going to be, is it next week? No, I'm sorry, in 2 weeks it's going to be Magnus versus El Patron for the GFW title. Now, question, just not nitpicking or anything, if the GFW isn't really a golden ticket and they're not really putting it over as the thing you need to become the #1 contender, then why are they fighting for it? Carl? Why? I don't know. I mean, I have a marker. I can have a pencil, TNA, if you want me to, write for you guys. Anyway, Davey Richards versus Moose with a D'Angelo Williams of the NFL and Gary, what is it, Barnidge? Anyway, for the Grand Championship, I could not give a damn about NFL players in a wrestling ring. I swear to you guys, I don't know why the hell these guys were out there. Maybe just to, I don't know. The whole Gronk thing in the WWE is driving me crazy with freaking what's his face Jones over there. Anyway, not a big fan of the whole bringing just football players just to be there and some star power. I guess it is what it is. Davey, 3 rounds for the Grand Championship. Davey dominated the first round, so I'm just gonna Just put that out there. He won. He actually wins that round by unanimous decision. Round 2, I think Moose controlled most of this round. But for some reason, the referees called a split decision. I have no idea. And I mean, the what do you call it? The judges. One thing I wanted to note, and I'm actually going to type this in here. Hold on one second. Scott D'Amore. Scott D'Amore, formerly of Team Canada, so on and so forth, writer for TNA, was a judge. And me and Ben Hameen have been fighting over the fact, not fighting, but, arguing the fact that, they should have some notable people that are actually in the wrestling business judge. Good job. I think little by little we're going to have a couple of more people who are in the wrestling business instead of nondescript judges who nobody knows why they're judging professional wrestling. Anyway, other than they look good in a suit or a dress. Makes no sense to me. Round 3, we have Moose, who is walking limp, but still is able to hit one of the sickest drop kicks on Davey, who was on the top rope. I mean, Moose is indubitably talented, man. I mean, just athletic, this dude, man. It's just crazy how somebody so big can be so sexy like me. I mean, somebody so big and be so athletic like Moose. Really, really good stuff. Davey falls outside the ring. We're gonna fast forward. We have Davey, who makes his way back in the ring, and Moose situates Davey on the top rope. He goes for a superplex, but Davey fights out. Now this is where we wind down. Sunset flip power bomb from the top rope. Boom. Running kick to the head by Davey Richards, and Davey goes to the top rope for the double stomp for the 1-2, and Moose kicked out. The way that whole sequence went, I actually thought they would give Davey the title. I thought Davey Richards won the title there. Disappointed that he didn't. I want to see Davey Richards with that title. But as he's about to actually put the ankle, actually he does put the ankle lock on, guess what happens? Yes, of course, his former tag team, Wolf, that was horrible, the Wolf's partner, what's his name? Eddie Edwards comes to the ring, former TNA World Heavyweight Champion, and he attacks Davey Richards, so it's a DQ. I guess Moose gets the win. I don't know if they really announced that. Davey's in the ring. And then Davey's in the ring. Eddie Edwards gets scooted out. Davey's in the ring, and he's in the ring with these two football players. And the bigger of the two, the tight end, it gives him like the worst body slam I've ever seen in my life. Bill Apter has picked me up and put me on many a body slams. And I'm a heavy guy. I'm a big dude. I'm a big guy, and Bill's a smaller guy. He's able to hoist me up, and this was garbage. Hot garbage. It was steaming garbage on a hot summer day on 125th Street in New York City. And sanitation is on strike. Hot garbage. Did not like this. Stupid, in my opinion. I want to know what you guys think. We have Swaggle, who continues to torture Spud around the ring. At one point, Spud goes between Swaggle goes between Spud's legs. Try to say that 3 times fast. And he grabs the pants of Swaggle, and we have Swaggle in a pair of tight underwear. Disgusting. Matt Sigmon versus Kongo Kong with Laurel Van Ness and KM and Sienna. Not like this poor enhancement talent needed any of these numbers against him. But listen, Kongo Kong hits an amazing cannonball and a splash from the top rope. Now, first and foremost, his debut gear was horrible. I mean, he was wearing his shorts up to his nipples. I mean, it was horrible. I like the new gimmick. I like the face paint this week. I thought it was really good. I think they should go with that. Make him look more like a Kong, like a gorilla or whatever. I mean, love the hair. Love the boobies. Fantastic breast. I mean, this guy has Class A full C cups. Very perky. Amazing. But this guy, let's be real, he is huge. He's a big dude. And he moves around like somebody less than half his size. And I think we're going to see a hell of a lot more. If you guys go to the indies, you guys go to YouTube, you're going to see a hell of a lot more of Kongo Kong. You can see a hell of a lot more of Kongo Kong and how amazingly athletic he actually is. Guys, check him out, guys. I think this guy's going to be a major player over at Impact Wrestling. So we move on. So Kongo Kong actually goes over. We have Fallah Bahh, another big guy who moves. He reminds me of former WWE champion, and I can't remember why I'm the sumo wrestler. Jesus Christ, Carl, who the hell am I thinking about? You know, the guy that fought Bret Hart. Jesus Christ. Well, you know, this is the worst time for me to draw a blank. But anyway, it is what it is. Do I look this thing up, guys? I mean, I'm gonna look like a total idiot. Hold on, let me see something. Sumo wrestler champion WWF Bret Hart. Let's see. Nothing. 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 All right. So I just can't remember the name of this of the great champion Yokozuna. Jesus. I'm working too much overtime here. Waste of your time. I swear to God. It's amazing. Fallah Bahh is and thanks Google for nothing, because Google didn't even freaking still processing or whatever you call it. Fallah Bahh, who's a junior Yokozuna, and Mario Bokara. This tag team is solid. They're indie tag team champions versus the Veterans of War. It's Crimson, known as Mayweather, and some dude named Wilcox, who looks like a big dude. Mayweather is tagged in. We're gonna fast forward. Mayweather is tagged in, and they hit a high-low on Fallah Bahh, or on Fallah Bahh. Is that Fallah Bahh? Yeah. But Baraka breaks it up, so on and so forth. We move on. Both members deliver suplexes. Mayweather also no-sells it. We have Fallah Bahh and his tag team partner hitting the double suplex on Crimson. I'm gonna call him Crimson. Damn it, Mayweather. Mayweather. Who's Mayweather? Anyway, I know where they're going, the whole military gimmick, but no sells it. You know, big tough guy. Anyway, the Veterans of War go over Bokara and Bahh with an inverted magic killer, I think it was. You know, 24 karat diamonds in the air. Anyone? Anyway, yeah. So they go over there. I'm losing myself today, but Carl. I mean, it's really one of those days, man. I've been in this office for like freaking 12 hours. Anyway. All right, so we have Mayweather, a.k.a. Crimson, who grabs a mic and introduces themselves to the crowd, say that they served 2 tours in Iraq, and I'm not going to joke about that, dude. I got family in the military, and anyone who watches this from the military, guys, I send you a strong salute. Whether you agree with what this government is doing or not, I'm not going to get into politics. I saved that for the Impact Rebellion, but the fact is that, you know, these men and women that serve every single day of their lives, guys, who put their lives on the line, every single day, deserve our heartfelt love. So I gotta respect these guys. Do I like this gimmick? I think it can go over, especially with the world the way it's situated right now. Even though if you're not a fan of Donald Trump, why? I mean, he's just glorious. I don't know. How does he talk? Can you do one of those Donald Trump? You know who does a good Donald Trump impression? Billy Ray Valentine, who's amazing. I can't do it. I can't do it. I don't have the hair for it. Anyway. Anyway. I think it's going to go over. These two guys look big and strong. I don't know about the other guy, Wilcox. They're going by their last name, just like the military. Crimson is the man. I love Crimson, always have. I have to get used to the whole calling him Mayweather thing. I just want to know what you guys think. Leave your comments here below, like I always say. Hit me up on Twitter at Big Ray Show if you don't mind. It's right down here. Anyway, we have Oh, no, wait. Forget about Eli Drake. During the break, we come back from the break. Swaggle, what the hell's going on here? Swaggle grabs a freaking hammer and just decimates. It went from stupid gimmick, that's so funny, hey, cute little hornswoggle, little midget guy running around the ring, to this little freaking animal who just attacks Spud with a freaking hammer. I mean, just beats the hell out. He does the Ronnie Garvin stomp with the hammer, basically, all over the body. And then he just drops the hammer and walks out. It's gangster, man. I mean, that Thug Life thing should, you know, the glasses with the freaking blunt should have, I don't know. My opinion. Eli Drake, dummy, yeah, I could do that all day. Eli Drake, he cuts a promo backstage, why, and just basically griping about how we had a live episode, which I agree with him 1000%, last week, and he wasn't being used. You know, at first I said maybe there was some heat backstage. I know there was some heat a couple of months ago or whatever, but it's just regular backstage politics. And yeah, man, it was Eli Drake. I think it's going to be him and Tyrus are going to be making some waves here. And Eli Drake is legitimately probably my favorite guy on the Impact Wrestling roster. I mean, he can do everything. He has a perfect look, great in-ring presence, excellent in the ring, good finisher, good body. He has the bodyguard with Tyrus. just love it all, man. Just the entire package, the whole Eli Drake. At first, I used to say, oh man, this guy's Stone Cold Steve Austin light, but he's just grown on me. He's just so good. He's just become himself, Eli Drake, and I think Eli Drake is absolutely fantastic, guys. So, with that being said, Eli Drake says something's gonna happen. Anyway, we have the main event of the evening. For the main event of the evening for the TNA World Tag Team titles, we have the Decay and Crazy Steve, who, again, we're going to get into his whereabouts over the next couple of weeks and months over at, he's gone. He's gone from Impact Wrestling. From what I understand, he actually has signed a contract with the WWE and will be at NXT in about 2 months, if I'm correct. 2 or 3 months. I know he has some indie bookings that he has to do. So, hey, man, Crazy Steve is freaking amazing. This was kind of a swan song, and this was a great match, man. We have Decay, who was in control a lot of this match, going back and forth. I mean, it was a street fight, man. There was everything. I'm not going to get into every single thing that happened. I mean, you have chairs being thrown in the face. I mean, Abyss threw a chair right into Ortiz's head, and the fans were like, oh, Jesus Christ. I mean, we have Steve who tosses Ortiz's throat into a chair. I mean, it was just crazy. Rosemary tries to get involved at one point, but she tries to throw the old mist in the eye and hits her own partner. You know that whole old pro wrestling adage with the salt. You know, Mr. Fuji used to do it. Oh, excuse me, hits Don Morocco instead. But yeah, man, Rosemary actually hits her own tag team partner, I guess, her own cellmate. What do you call it? What? Yeah, faction member. I'm sorry. Hits her own faction. Thank you, Carl. Again, hits her own faction member in the face with the green mist gimmick, and yeah, man, Diamante comes in the ring, hits a sick German suplex. I mean, this match was just awesome. There were thumbtacks, there were tables, there were just like freaking kendo sticks. I love this match. It was great. There was one point where we had Abyss, who was sandwiched between 2 barbed wire tables, and Santana comes in and hits a huge cannonball, and he does the whole, you know, what's the gimmick where the leg is just shaking all over the place? I guess some type of nerve damage. I liked it, man. We have Steve, Crazy Steve, who delivers the DVD to Ortiz into the corner, but Konnan pulls the official out before the 1, 2, 3. Anyway, as the match actually winds down, we have Homicide, who runs in, but Steve is able, and Homicide was getting involved in this match quite a bit during this match. He sets up Ortiz on the table. He puts a whole bunch of thumbtacks, but anyway, they were able to reverse that. And he climbs to the top rope, but Homicide holds his leg, that being Steve, and Santana delivers a kick. Ortiz is off the table, grabs... Wait, what am I saying? Ortiz off the table, grabs Steve while Santana climbs to the top, and a double team powerbomb blockbuster through the table that's just littered with freaking thumbtacks all over the 1, 2, 3. LAX retains the title. Crazy Steve, this may be the last time we see him. If I'm correct, this was the last taping Steve was involved in. Maybe we might see him one more week, but I don't think that it is what it is. Listen, guys, Crazy Steve, the Decay, man, this faction was just awesome. I love this faction. Everything from Delete and Decay, the final deletion, delete. I just want to know if they're going to use him in the WWE to be a foe to the Hardys. That would be awesome. Maybe team up with Sanity. I think Crazy Steve is just going to be great. He's young. The kid is young. He's still in his 20s, if I'm correct. Steve has paid his dues, man, and this is he's gone a long way. And you know, I just want to wish Crazy Steve, who I've had interaction with, and I've had him on a guest over at WrestleZone.com. And man, Steve, wish you the best of luck, buddy. Kill him out there. Kill him out there. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, this has been your report for 4/27/2017. Again, ladies and gentlemen, you can follow us here at OneWrestling.com, YouTube /OneWrestling Video. Follow me on Twitter at Big Ray Show. Follow the amazing, the legendary, the iconic Bill Apter at Apter One Wrestling. Also find me on Facebook, Instagram, and also Snapchat, which I'm never on because that's more for 14-year-old girls. But again, that's my opinion. I'm too old for that garbage. And but you can find me there. I'll put up a snap here and there. I'll just use the filters. Those are fun. Ladies and gentlemen, listen, I say this every single week. I would do this for a living, but if I couldn't, I'd do it anyway. Why? Because I love talking wrestling, and I love you guys. I actually love you guys. I'm not in love with you guys. I'm in love with my girlfriend, Jennifer, who I'll probably be marrying, God willing, at the end of this year. But I love you guys. I appreciate you guys, and thank you for sticking by me every single week, every single month, every single year. I've been through a lot over the last couple of years, and you guys have always been there for me. So I just wanted to break character for a second and tell you that I really appreciate you. I love you guys. I'm just sending you, big manly hugs and kisses, mostly pounds and high fives to the dudes, but all the beautiful ladies, you get the hugs and kisses. I'm just kidding. No, I'm not kidding. Oh, where am I? Ladies and gentlemen, listen. In the words of the legendary Bill Apter, we'll see you at the matches. And the words of my brother Bill Schuyler up in heaven, my brother who I love and miss very much, we'll see you down the road.